Hello, I'm Tianna and I'm reporting for BAFTA Kids. I'm here to see a preview for a brand new animated series for Sky Kids called The Night Zookeeper. So why don't you follow me and see what we can find? So can you tell us a bit about The Night Zookeeper?
Yeah, so it started as a story idea that I had for a story about a giraffe that could turn invisible and a purple time-traveling elephant. But then it just grew. I had this idea that if I built a website where kids could come up with either other ideas for animals, then you could end up with this zoo that got bigger and bigger, almost like an infinite zoo of strange ideas. And it just started from there, really, and now we've got over 1 million animals.
So can you tell us about your role in The Night Zookeeper?
My role is to mainly take care of all things education. So I plan the education content that goes on the website. I also have been going to visit schools and see if I could get the ideas from the kids that would go onto the TV show.
So how did the project of taking the website and turning it into a series come about?
So I had a meeting here 3 years ago with the head of Sky Kids, Lucy Murphy, and I told her everything that we were doing at Night Zookeeper and this idea that maybe the kids that were writing stories and creating characters on the website might be able to have their ideas in a TV show. And so we started working together to try and make this series come to life, which is what we have now.
You know, Sam, I love the Night Zoo.
How do you take children's ideas and turn them into a story?
We have a little overriding arc of what the series is going to be, which is very, very loose. And then we get all these amazing ideas. And it's amazing how they really fit well together. And with a great team, crack team, with images, dialogue, we just managed to sort of get this whole thing working.
So we take the original concepts that the kids have submitted and then we pass it on to our design team. And they take as many elements as they possibly can from that original drawing. And then it goes through to our builders who can break the design up. So if there's like a nice arm there, they can break it up into segments so that the arm can now move. And then finally it goes through to our animators who go and they make it come to life.
So what does it mean to you to have, children do creative writing?
That's my passion, is to inspire kids to be creative and to practice their writing skills, their drawing skills. So we've been working very hard for the last 8 years on Night Zookeeper, and to see it come to fruition like that today, it's really, really awesome.
The name's Sam. I'm a spine giraffe. And you are?
Her name's Ria, and she's going back to school.
What?
Can you tell us a bit about your character in The Night Zookeeper?
He cares for the animals, he's willing to do anything for them, he's just curious about everything, and he's really heartbroken in episodes 9 and 10 when it all starts to go.
So what character do you play in The Night Zookeeper?
I play Ria in The Night Zookeeper.
I play the professor at Will's school, so in the real world I'm obviously the professor at the school, and then in the magical kingdom of the Night Zookeeper I'm the Professor Penguin, the Penguin Professor.
I play Lord of Nolt and Ninja Leaf.
There's nothing strange about the Night Zoo. Hey!
Nope, nothing strange at all.
How do you change your voice to match your character? So obviously it's not going to be the same as your usual speaking voice.
I guess I kind of just be myself, but she is a very clumsy kind of character, so I guess I just get myself into a silly kind of mood.
I had no idea how he even looked like until I got into the studio, but for the audition I just read the lines and saw how many exclamation marks they were, and that tells me just how much of a loud or quiet character they are.
They sent me the picture of the penguin, so Joshua's idea of that, and you really, it just sort of comes from your imagination.
It's a void monster, a big one. But it has my colour port.
I did it on my phone when I auditioned for it, and I just recorded loads of silly versions of what I thought a Professor Penguin might sound like.
I was doing it since I was a kid as well. You were probably doing the same.
Absolutely, yeah.
Kind of making your friends laugh and stuff like that, or just making your mom and dad laugh and stuff like that. And then it just happened to turn into a job, which is great. So everybody can do it.
Do you think that there's something that stands out to you when you look at all the creations that kids have made?
Yeah, I think the website itself does a really good job of showcasing the brilliant ideas that kids have. So we have this dialogue tool, for example, which is kind of like a scripting tool but for kids, where they can pick the character that's going to speak and then they put it together. And it just brings to life the scene, even though it's just a writing tool. You can almost hear the characters saying it as you write it, and I think that's led to lots of really amazing bits of dialogue that we're then able to use in the episodes.
I think that's what's so great about this show is that the whole concept behind it is to encourage people to be storytellers. It's an instinct that we all have. Kids have it more than anyone, And you see how they play, the commitment they have to those characters.
Kids' imaginations, they're so vast. Like, the characters that they've actually come up with just blow my mind. And every time we see them or we're asked to kind of put a voice to them, it's just a new revelation all the time.
And what tips would you give to young people who want to get into writing?
Always keep a book by your bed and write in it. That's the main tip. Always do it.
Well, thank you for speaking to me today. I think it's amazing what you're doing.
Oh, thank you so much. It's lovely to meet you.
Thank you. Well, I've had an amazing day. It was great being able to talk to the people behind this brand new series. I even got to design my own character. Make sure to check out the BAFTA Kids website for more behind the scenes reports. Thank you for watching. Bye.